This is how we failed our first startup massively. Great title to start uh, to start a video that will promote how we're working together successfully. So the one of the greatest problem is that we're nowadays raised not to make any decisions, but decisions are where our destiny is shaped. So most of the time we don't plan anything. We're getting everything laid out in school and so on. Hey, you do this and that. So we don't learn this one of the most crucial skills, I would say. And the principle behind it is that if you fail to plan, you basically plan to fail. And this is the this is actually the one of the greatest insights I really got. Hey, really need to plan my life. So plan out my day to have a map for my day that I know. Hey, if I just plan 1 hour in the morning, my day, I will over the day I will otherwise I will accumulate so many 5 minutes pieces that will accumulate over 2 3 hours. And if you really just go in a day where you're like, do I really how often do I think what to do next, and how long does it take to actually find what effective and crucial thing you're doing next. You find yourself and actually measure this time, you find yourself wasting so many time because this is something you could do in 5 minutes in the morning. Just think about, okay, this are the things I'm going to do, so let's do it. And you're just not being in this constant doing, executing state, and in this what to do next, what to do next, what to do next. And you're actually not losing your mind out of this overwhelm because, oh, there's so many to do but so less time. What should I prioritize first? And this is the one of the most essential crucial stuff, that if you don't pay time, you pay the results you're getting. So what does this mean? This is something we are going to talk about later. So how did we fail our startup massively? Yes, let's talk about just listening. And there was a CEO, because this is actually a business principle we all should follow about, that a captain does not call a meeting if the ship goes down. He gives orders, but you need one captain. If you're having several captains, you will not go anywhere. We are having actually a startup our in our startup house that has this problem. They're having three captains. Everyone pulls into another direction, and so they will stagnate like the whole time, and nothing gets done. No one has responsibilities. So this was actually a great decision first, I thought, but you need to have the right people. And he was certainly not the right person. I was like 2 months after we founded the startup together. Um, I was like, hey man, we're having such a tremendous amount of expenses. Why don't we cut those in order to keep us longer alive to do this project we are committed to do? And he was like, no. I was like, okay, um, you're a decision maker. You're the one that's responsible for it, because he was actually 14 years older than me. So I thought, hey, he might see something I now didn't, but he did not. And the next step was, okay, I noticed that I was there for marketing, so I wanted to market uh, our products and our services. But the interesting part was we didn't even define them. So I made a meeting with him. Hey, let's define these products and services. And we were like, it's a waste of time. I was like, what, a waste of time? He's like, yeah, we're doing everything for everyone. I was like, Okay. Hey, we have this book, this where we have where you can write something down, but you can also use this for your fire. This is fire material to to burn down your house. Hey, it's all the same. We're doing everything for everyone who could possibly buy. So people will come. No, they won't. People will only buy really specific things because they have most of the time specific problems they want to be solved. And this is I this is basically the thing I was telling him, and he was like, yeah, but I don't. Just do, and let's not make it. I was like, hey man, I can't do this alone. I need your expertise in this field because I don't have this expertise in programming like you do. You're a programmer for like over 20 years. I'm certainly not. I need your expertise for your customers because he was already a freelancer. So I told him, hey, what does your customer wants? And he was like, I don't know. I was like, what the frick? So the basic fundamental problem was that he then said, let's talk about this the next time. Yeah, the next time never came. I made more than five appointments and was like, every appointment got cancelled. Then I once again and again and again talked about it, that we needed a decision. No decision were ever made. So this is actually the problem. He was like the CEO of a company, but couldn't make easy decisions like, hey, we are going to make this product, and if it doesn't work out, let's make another one until it works out. He was like, no, I can't even decide upon. So I was like, okay, um, let's let's go from a whole nother perspective. Let's in this direction he refuses to go. So I told him, okay, let's work it out this way, but work it out professionally to manage this thing. And this is something Peter F. Drucker states in his business book. If you Most new corporations go down fast if they does not manage. Existing corporations go down fast if they don't innovate. So I told him about management and did a course about it to really manage our projects. And then what happened? We had like five new projects, and I never got to know what they were about because I only got to know that we had them once they already started for like weeks. And I was like, hey man, why don't I get this, that we can lay out a plan to be more efficient and effective about achieving the results for this project. And he was like, yeah, let's do this the next time. Yeah, the next time. So the most crucial and fundamental problem we face then is we're not producing results. We're telling our customers on the one hand, hey, we can do all of this. Yes, we can do all of this, but it takes a whole bunch of time. But we tell them, hey, in like 2 weeks we have this ready, and it takes 3 months. And we know he knows that it takes 3 months, but he's so into, yeah, it's fast, and we can do this. But basically, you can't get into any results if you're planning too tight or to lose. So time expands as available as work expands as time available for its completion. We need to know this. Then he maybe thought about it and he was like, in 2 weeks, but the other the third person said, hey, this is freaking impossible. I couldn't do it because it's also new technology. Yeah, I can do it with the old one. An old one we could do 2-3 weeks, but with the new one, it's much longer because I need to learn this technology first. And he was like, oh, it's not that hard. And it's like, he couldn't make decisions. The only decision he could make is when a customer says he wants something, and then he did everything. So the most fundamental stuff of creating your business, your enterprise is, I would say, defining, learn decision making. Learn freaking decision making. Start small, like Jordan Peterson states, make your goddamn bed every day, make this decision, and this muscle will grow. Your decision making is a muscle. It grows even further. And if you use it actually, but if you can't even decide what you're going to eat, if this is a hard decision, start small. And he was like, hey, I'm going to create an enterprise. I have so much responsibility. I have so much power about it, but I'm not deciding. So really learn to start decisions. If you're not doing your bed consistently, decide now for at least 30 days to do your bed. And if you didn't do it one time, tomorrow is the next day and you can start all over again. But 30 days consistently. And if 30 days sounds too much, make it 10, make it 5 days. Consistently, this decision of making your bed, and then once you got to the 5 days or 10 days, you're like, let's do it more. Because you can only build success on success. Now, decide.